Let's take a look back at every number one ranked high school football recruit in the country from all the way back in the year 2000 to the year 2024. High school recruiting rankings have been a staple in the football world for decades. Being deemed the number one player in the country is a high honor. It comes with expectations that you will be a future number one overall pick in the NFL draft, a future NFL star, or a future face of an NFL franchise. But a whole lot of guys that were deemed the number one player in the country did not pan out at all. Or in the case of a few guys I will talk about in this video, tragedy struck in their lives. So let's take a look back at every single number one recruit from 2000 to 2024. In 2000, it was linebacker DJ Williams from De La Salle High School in California. Williams would go on to commit to the University of Miami, but initially started at fullback due to the depth at the linebacker position. Williams was a part of that national championship team in 2001. He would be selected 17th overall in the first round of the 2004 NFL draft and had a very productive 11-year NFL career. In 2001, it was running back Kevin Jones from Cardinal O'Hara High School in Pennsylvania. Jones would commit to Virginia Tech and would later be drafted by the Detroit Lions in the first round of the 2004 draft. Jones would play 5 seasons in the NFL before retiring in 2011. Kevin would go back to Virginia Tech to get his degree before interning at a furniture company in Switzerland. In 2002, it was quarterback Vince Young from Madison High School in Texas. Young was considered the LeBron James of high school football at the time and would enroll at the University of Texas. Young would go on to have one of the most famous plays in college football history after this scramble would win the BCS National Championship. Young would be drafted 3rd overall by the Titans in 2006 and would go on to win Offensive Rookie of the Year that season. However, Vince would unfortunately struggle the rest of his NFL career and he would retire in 2014. In 2003, it was linebacker Ernie Sims from North Florida Christian in Florida. Ernie would go on to play at Florida State, where he was a 3-year starter for the Seminoles. He would be selected 9th overall in the 2006 NFL draft by the Lions and would have a productive 8-year NFL career. He now has his own sports talk radio show. In 2004, it was running back Adrian Peterson from Palestine High School in Texas. AP would attend Oklahoma, where he had a very solid 3 seasons. Peterson would be selected 7th overall by the Minnesota Vikings and would go on to become one of the best running backs the NFL has ever seen. Adrian Peterson is still hoping to play for an NFL team this upcoming season. In 2005, it was offensive tackle Eugene Monroe who attended Plainfield High School in New Jersey. Monroe would commit to the University of Virginia before being drafted by the Jags in 2009. Monroe dealt with several injuries throughout his career, leading to his retirement in 2016. Monroe was one of the first and biggest advocates for the NFL to allow cannabis use. In 2006, it was offensive guard Andre Smith who attended Huffman High School in Alabama. Smith would go on to play for the Crimson Tide before being selected by the Bengals with the 6th overall pick in 2009. Smith would go on to play for several NFL franchises, including the Bengals 3 different times. His last NFL action came in 2021 when he was signed and released from the Ravens. In 2007, it was running back Joe McKnight who attended John Curtis High School in Louisiana. McKnight would choose USC over his hometown team LSU, and he would play there for 3 seasons. After an up and down college career, the Jets selected McKnight in the 4th round of the 2010 NFL draft. McKnight would have a 4-year NFL career before joining the CFL. However, McKnight was tragically shot and killed on December 1st, 2016. In 2008, it was edge rusher Daquan Bowers who attended Bamberg Earhart High School in South Carolina. Bowers would attend Clemson for 3 seasons and was listed as one of the best prospects going into the 2011 NFL draft. However, due to injuries, he would end up going 51st overall to Tampa Bay. Bowers would only play 4 seasons in the NFL due to injuries, and he would retire in 2018. He is now a coach at Clemson. In 2009, it was quarterback Matt Barkley who attended Mater Dei High School in California. Barkley would attend USC, where he was a 4-year starter for the Trojans. Barkley was projected to be a first-round pick in 2012, but he decided to stay another year at USC, which would actually hurt his draft stock. Matt was selected in the 4th round of the 2013 draft and has been a career backup quarterback in the NFL. In 2010, it was edge rusher Ronald Powell who attended Rancho Rancho Verde High School in California. Powell would attend the University of Florida, playing under head coach Urban Meyer. He would be selected 169th overall by the Saints in 2014 and would only play one season in the NFL. Powell unfortunately passed away in January of 2024. In 2011, it was edge rusher Jadeveon Clowney from South Point High School in South Carolina. Clowney would commit to his hometown school of South Carolina, serving as a 3-year starter. He still holds one of the biggest hits in college football history that propelled him to be the #1 pick in 2014. Clowney may have not lived up to the hype, but he was able to put together a very solid NFL career. In 2012, it was wide receiver Dorial Green Beckham from Hillcrest High School in Missouri. Dorial Green Beckham had very high expectations when he committed to Mizzou. However, Beckham dealt with several legal issues off the field that held back his playing career. Beckham would be selected 40th overall in 2015 by the Titans, but more off the field issues would hold back his playing time. And most recently, he served a 180-day sentence in Greene County Jail. In 2013, it was edge rusher Robert Nkemdiche from Grayson High School in Georgia. Robert decided on Ole Miss and was one of the most hyped prospects in school history. He would be selected 29th overall in the 2016 NFL draft by the Cardinals, but Robert didn't live up to the hype in the NFL. Robert is now playing for the Edmonton Elks of the Canadian Football League. In 2014, it was running back Leonard Fournette from St. Augustine High School in Louisiana. Fournette had a very solid college career at LSU, leading him to being selected 4th overall by the Jaguars. Fournette has had a very solid NFL career, including winning the Super Bowl in 2020 with Tampa Bay. Leonard most recently played with the Buffalo Bills this past season. In 2015, it was defensive tackle Trenton Thompson from Westover High School in Georgia. Thompson played at the University of Georgia, where his college career did not live up to expectations. He would go undrafted in the 2018 NFL draft and ended up never playing a snap in the league. Thompson has since played in several professional football leagues. In 2016, it was defensive tackle Rashawn Gary from Paramus Catholic in New Jersey. Gary would attend the University of Michigan, where he played for 3 seasons. He would be selected 12th overall by the Packers in 2019 and is still racking up sacks in Green Bay to this day. In 2017, it was edge rusher Jalen Phillips from Redlands East Valley High School in California. Phillips would begin his college career at UCLA, but would eventually transfer to Miami. He would be selected 18th overall by the Miami Dolphins and is currently rehabbing from a torn ACL this past season. In 2018, it was quarterback Trevor Lawrence from Cartersville High School in Georgia. Lawrence was considered one of the greatest high school quarterback prospects of all time, and he would commit to Clemson. Lawrence would be a 3-year starter for the Tigers, and he finished with a very impressive 23-1 record as a starter. Lawrence was drafted #1 overall by the Jaguars and is in line to sign a massive contract extension later this offseason. In 2019, it was edge rusher Nolan Smith from IMG Academy in Florida. Smith would go on to commit to the University of Georgia, where he played 4 seasons with the Bulldogs. Smith would be drafted by the Eagles in the first round of the 2023 NFL draft, and he's recorded 18 tackles and 1 sack this past season. In 2020, it was defensive tackle Brian Bresee from Damask High School in Maryland. Brian would go on to play at Clemson, where he made an impact right away. He recorded 33 tackles and 4 sacks in his freshman season. Bresee would be drafted by the Saints with the 29th pick in the 2023 NFL draft and put up an impressive 24 tackles and 4.5 sacks this past year. 2021 was quarterback Quinn Ewers from South Lake Carroll High School in Texas. Ewers would go on to commit to his home state school, the University of Texas. After sitting his freshman season, Ewers has put up 2 very impressive seasons for the Longhorns, totaling 37 touchdowns and over 5,500 yards. Quinn would forego the NFL draft this past April, setting himself up for a highly anticipated senior year. In 2022, it was cornerback Travis Hunter from Collins Hill High School in Georgia. After Travis Hunter committed to Jackson State University to play for head coach Deion Sanders, the entire high school football landscape had changed. The NIL system had officially arrived, and Hunter was the first one to showcase it. Hunter would then follow Coach Prime to Colorado, where he is set to play his last year of college football before most likely entering the NFL draft. In 2023, it was quarterback Arch Manning from Isidore Newman in Louisiana. Nephew of legendary NFL quarterbacks Peyton and Eli, the expectations for Arch could not be higher. He made his very anticipated commitment to the University of Texas, where he is entering his sophomore sophomore season. Arch showed great promise in the team's spring game as he threw for 355 yards and 3 touchdowns. And lastly, in 2024, it was wide receiver Jeremiah Smith from Chaminade Madonna in Florida. Jeremiah would go on to commit to The Ohio State University. Smith committed to the Buckeyes in December of 2022 and stayed committed all the way into 2024. Jeremiah has already been balling in practice and will be a problem for opposing defenses in years to come. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and check out the video I just made on Travis Rudolph's incredible life story.